He broke out, but now he's back. Antoine Massey, one of the 10 inmates that escaped from the New Orleans jail, is back in custody.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
He's been out on the run since May 16th when they escaped. And I would say that he's the most well-known out of the 10 that did escape. Because last month he dropped a video of him saying that he was innocent.
This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. If you was an innocent person, why was you still in jail?
He made a lot of points, and a lot of people got interested in his case because of what he said, and now he's caught. So now let's look at the news report and find out the details.
Captured this afternoon, according to the U.S. Marshal's Office. Antoine Massey, who has been known for making social media posts as he's been on the run. He was one of the 10 inmates who escaped from the Orleans Justice Center several weeks ago now. He and Derek Groves were the only two remaining still on the run. But this afternoon, we have learned at WWL Louisiana that Antoine Massey has been recaptured. We just got off the phone moments ago with the U.S. Marshal's Office. They confirmed to us here at WWL Louisiana that he is, in fact, back in custody, that he was taken back into custody in the Holly Grove neighborhood. And investigative reporter Mike Perlstein is joining me on the set this afternoon. You just got off the phone with them. Tell me what else you know.
Antoine Massey was found inside of a residence. He was alone. He was captured without incident. In fact, he gave himself up once surrounded by law enforcement. This actually came from a Crime Stoppers tip, Katie. So we know that a $50,000 reward had been offered for some weeks now. They had been waiting on tips, in fact, pursuing some of them unsuccessfully until today. This tip panned out. Somebody will be collecting $50,000. It came through Crime Stoppers.
Now that Massey has been rearrested, he is going to have to stand trial and be charged with escape. Now, what is the penalty for escape in Louisiana? Now, there's two different types of escape. There's simple escape, and then there's aggravated escape. Now, let's start with simple escape. Now, simple escape is when human life is not endangered. So in this case, as they've been reporting, the inmates got out through a hole in the wall in a cell and ran off the loading dock and scaled the fence and ran across the highway. So in that case, as we know, no one's life was endangered, right? So that is considered simple escape. Now, what is the penalty for simple escape? It says here, a person imprisoned, committed, or detained who commits the crime of simple escape shall be imprisoned with or without hard labor for not less than 2 years, nor more than 5 years. So the penalty is from 2 to 5 years. Okay? Now, let's go back and let's look at aggravated escape. Aggravated escape is when human life is endangered. Okay? Now, in Antoine Massey's case, he most likely will be charged with aggravated escape because the first person that was arrested after the escape was a guy named Sterling Williams. Sterling Williams is the maintenance worker that worked at the facility that allegedly cut the water off that allowed the inmates to disconnect the water line so they could escape. He is saying that he was threatened, that he was told that he would be shanked or stabbed if he did not turn the water off. And the person that he's saying threatened him was Antoine Massey.
The guy who said that I threatened him with a shank, the maintenance guy, you flat out lied on me. Sterling flat out lied on me. You know what I'm saying? I never told Sterling nothing. I'm willing to take a lie detector test and everything behind that.
So, in that case, human life was endangered, and Massey will most likely be charged with aggravated escape. And it says here, Whoever commits aggravated escape shall be imprisoned at hard labor for not less than 5 years, nor more than 10 years. So Massey is facing 5 to 10 years. And it also says in both of these types of escape, it says, and any such sentence shall not run concurrently with any other sentence, meaning that they can't run your sentence for whatever else you have together with the sentence for escape. They have to add that to the amount of time that you have. So he's going to be facing an additional 5 to 10 years for the escape, at least. Now, they're saying that he was the mastermind. There's been reports that the other guys that got caught are saying that he's the one that is the orchestrator, the brains behind this escape. So they may just charge him with everybody else's escape as well. They might charge him 9 times with simple escape because he is the one that aided the others. I don't know, but as it stands right now, he is facing an additional 5 to 10 years for his escape. Was it worth it? I don't think so. He was out since May 16th. And so it's been about 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 5 to 10 years for 6 weeks. I don't think that's a good bargain. And what's so crazy about this is that he went online and made the case that he was in jail unjustly and presented some documents that were supposed to prove that he was being held unjustly.
This woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that. Okay, if you was an innocent person and you know the judges and DA know that this person is saying that all the charges that you're on that you did not do, why was you still in jail?
It would have been wise for him just to stay where he was, stay put. And if he was right about him being in jail unjustly and saying that the person that accused him recanted everything that they said about him, he would have been better well served had he stayed in jail and not escaped. Now he has this to deal with, and they're not going to say, oh, well, you weren't supposed to be in jail anyway, so we're not going to charge you with escape now. No, he's going to have to do this time. So this is sad for all of these guys and for everybody that helped them. There's over 16 people that aided these 10 people that escaped. And you still have one person at large, Derek Groves. He has been convicted of 2 murders and he was awaiting sentencing when he escaped. So eventually they will catch up with him too, and he will be charged with escape as well. Not that it really matters with him because he's already been convicted of 2 murders, so he's not going anywhere anyway. He's not getting out anyway anytime soon. So to tack on another 5 years, 2 to 5 years for his escape is probably no big deal to him. But that is what's happening today. The breaking news, they have caught Antoine Massey. Thank you once again for stopping by and checking me out. And until next time, as always, peace and stay safe.